Thanks for joining me on this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also be sure to follow me on these other social media platforms. Links are in the description below. It is Tuesday, meaning a new episode is about to air. It is 5:45 when I'm recording this, so we're about a little over 3 hours away. I went out to run some errands today, came back to the apartment about 30 minutes ago, went on Facebook, saw a clip from one of my most anticipated scenes of the episode tonight where Mitch goes to the bar and looks up the information for Vinny to figure out who was the guy at the ATM. Now, first of all, if you don't want spoilers, click off the video now, but still subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on my episode review and trailer breakdown later tonight. But this clip was about 50 seconds long, and that's why I say go to the official Have and Have Not Facebook page to check this stuff out, folks. Mitch finds out that Wyatt Cryer is the name of the person that slashed Vinny's throat, because remember, Vinny said to go to the ATM and then the computer system, it will show you who was, typing in their PIN number so many times. So yeah, is Wyatt. So forgive me, I don't know there are two guys there. I don't think the guy that was holding the gun on Benny is a Malone or something like that, but I think his name is Vic. But in any case, the other guy, some people are saying he's Don Malone. I don't know his name, I forgot. But basically, Mitch is relieved because Vic was like Wyatt Cryer, and then the guy's like, oh, you know him? It's like, yeah, spoiled bastard, son of that judge. So despite it being Jim Cryer's son, that when they find Wyatt, he's going to die. Now, two issues with this. Number one, didn't Vinny say that he didn't want the family to know that, he didn't want the family to know who attacked him because he knew the family would go after him when Vinny wants to take care of Wyatt himself. And on top of that, that kind of answers the question of, and this goes into what happens next in the clip. So if Vinny doesn't want the family to know that Wyatt was the one that slashed his throat, then how would Benny get off of the hook if Mitch wasn't allowed to tell? Because Mitch was relieved, like, oh, okay, oh great, so we know it's Wyatt, this Wyatt guy. So Benny's off the hook, right? You can call the hit off. And they were like, ooh, so the guy had already been sent to take care of Benny. That's why Mitch has him. He pulls out his phone, probably trying to call Benny, and then the other guy takes out his phone, trying to call off the hit. Now, basically, the Malones waste no time, but the problem with that is they jump to conclusions, and, well, in the world we live in today, just blame the black guy, guilty until proven innocent. Basically, if Mitch didn't go see his uncle and go to the bar when he did, it's possible that Benny could have been killed before Wyatt was revealed to be the one that actually slit his throat. Now, this leads to my trailer breakdown, which again, my exclusive breakdown trailer of the look we got from Ford a couple weeks ago, which I'll put a link at the end of this video. I highly suggest looking at that video. It's 42 minutes long, but I break down that trailer. I'm not going to, well, it seems like I was right. Remember that big dude that's obviously a Malone that Justin is escorting through the jail, and it looks like he's being placed in the same cell as Wyatt? I think this was the guy that was sent by the Malones to take care of Benny, because it looked, I ate a spicy chicken sandwich earlier, so my chest hurts. Sorry about that. But basically, that big guy, I was saying before he got arrested, it looked like he was outside of Hannah's house. And that's where the cop pulls up. That's where Justin pulls up. And then the guy punches Justin in the face. And then, he gets taken to jail. Okay. This is probably too perfect, but let me just speak out how I think it's going to go down. So this big guy, he's going to go to Hannah's house looking for Benny, because remember, he was sent to, take care of Benny for attacking Vinny when he didn't. Now, my guess is, the one Malone who's calling trying to cancel the hit isn't able to reach him, so he does the next best thing. Remember, the Malones own the cops. So he calls the cops in order to arrest this guy and take him to jail. And then it just so happens that he's going to be placed in the same cell as the guy that really attacked Vinny and the guy who's supposedly going to be killed by the Malones regardless. So that would mean the Malones will have to find out that Wyatt Cryer is indeed in jail, which explains why the hit on Benny is going to be called off via sending the cops to arrest the Malone to put him in the same cell as Wyatt in order to take care of him for attacking Vinny, which leads to, Wyatt being in there like, what's wrong? Are you trying to kill me? And then that possibly leads to the scene where Jim is throwing Justin on the table for putting that Malone in the same cell as his son, because he finds out that the Malones know that Wyatt was the one to attack Vinny, meaning that Justin purposely, maybe not, put a killer in Wyatt's cell. I know that was a mouthful, but if you break that down, I tried to break it down as best as possible, not talking down to you like Veronica talks down to everybody, but I was literally trying to piece together the way things could happen. But it seems a bit too perfect that way, but that's the only way I can think of in terms of the exclusive trailer we got and then putting together what we know so far. So basically that explains why Mitch is going to call Benny saying, hey, don't go home, my family's after you. And then we have that scene where Benny's walking through a parking lot. It looks like a couple of guys are after him, and he slams one of their heads through a car window. Does that mean that Benny being pursued by the Malones under false pretenses and then him defending himself will be excused because they were going to kill him when he was innocent? Because would the Malones be like, okay, first of all, we're sorry for sending some of our crew after you when you were really innocent, but you slammed one of their heads through a car window, so we're going to kill you anyway. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll just have to wait and see. But on the one hand, just be happy the Malones know that Benny is innocent, but on the other hand, they have to call off the hit. So that's my 2 cents. We'll have to see, and maybe I'm guessing tonight and maybe tomorrow night's next week's episode that may or may not debunk this theory I'm presenting you now. But thankfully, without even knowing it, Candace helped save her brother's life. If it really does come down to this guy who's most likely a Malone being over at Hannah's house, then Candace saved his life unintentionally. And damn, that means a lot's going to go down at Hannah's house. You got the Malone most likely being outside. Then you got Malik running in the house. So, yeah. On the flip side, you can also say Candace could save Benny's life by using her favor with the Malones for them to call off the hit or something like that because Benny defended himself. But at the same time, remember, Benny used up Candace's favor unknowingly when he borrowed the money to begin with. But I digress. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll talk to you all soon.